Do you want to know how you can get more leads from your website? Not only get more leads, but turn those leads into raving fans. Well, that is what this video is going to be about today. I just want to share my opinion, my take on the purpose of a website and how to maximize your results from a website. If that's what you want to learn, how to get more leads, how to turn them into raving fans, how to ultimately get more sales, watch the rest of this video. I'll make it as short as possible. It should not take me longer than 5, maybe 10 minutes to get through all of this material. And then if you apply what I talked about today, I guarantee you'll get more leads, you'll get more raving fans, and you'll get more customers. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Kale. I own my own marketing company. I am the absolute most amazing, savage, incredible person that has ever existed in this fucking world. From all jokes being put aside, my name is Kale. It's like the vegetable, but I spell it with a C. My middle name is Delbert. I like to go by Delbert or Kale. My background is in marketing and sales. I've done marketing and sales for the last 10 plus years of my life. I have no experience doing anything else. And what I'm really good at is getting leads and converting those leads into customers. You'd be surprised at how easy this really is. But that is what I'm really good at. In the last 10 years, I've honed my skills around marketing and sales. I've gone to build a company in the past that we were averaging about $2 million to $3 million a month in loans that we were selling. It was solar. We did not do door-to-door. So if you're watching this and you did door-to-door solar, that's not what we did. We ran marketing ads. We had software and we used internal systems and we sold everything over the phone with a sales team. I was paying out about $1 million a year in commissions to my team of 4 people. And myself, I was taking in about $500,000 a year off of the total pie. That business is now gone because people fucking suck. We are in a new business, which is a marketing company. And this year alone, we've had 4 or 5 clients that we have done profound results for. One of our best results was a client earlier this year. They're an HVAC and air conditioning company. We took them from dying in business. He just moved from a big office to a small office. He just fired like 6 other people. He and one other guy were the only technicians left. He had 1 office girl and a dream. And I, with my amazing ability to show up and do a fucking fantastic job, did so and took him from dying to $2.5 million in sales in 6 months and off of a total budget of $40,000. And we did that through a unique strategy called Ringless Voicemail. And if you check out my other videos, you can learn all about Ringless Voicemail. But we did an amazing job for that guy. We also have a client right now who is a massive client. They probably do anywhere from $50 to $100 million a year that we are building an internal Angie's List that we own and control, and everything is exclusive, but it's called the Happy Home Service Club. And we're getting them phenomenal results over there as well. We have another client. Their average cost of acquisition was $250 per acquisition for plumbing and air conditioning. With our Ringless Voicemail system, we were able to bring that cost down to just $25. So I kind of fucking know a thing or two about marketing and sales. So if you want to listen and learn, stay tuned. Let's get into this. Now, I do want to say really quick disclaimer. Look, business is hard. And there's a lot of people on the internet that will preach to you about how amazing they are, which is why if you don't take my humor seriously, you would understand that I'm actually fucking joking. I think the truth is we are all the same and we're working our asses off to figure out this thing called life. This is what I've done, chisel out my little piece of this world that we live in. And I think that this can deliver a lot of value to you if you just apply some of these principles that I've been studying and using the last 10 years. And not just myself, but like, look, I'm not reinventing the wheel here, you guys. This is stuff that has been used for hundreds of years, thousands of years. And I just got it from books. And I took the stuff from the books and I applied it into my life, and voila, somehow I'm able to make money. Let's hop into this little training here and let's get you guys the sauce that you're looking for. All right, let's hop into this. So this is, in my opinion, to be the purpose of a website, and it is to help you maximize your results from this website. And so for me, the entire purpose to having a website really boils down to one thing, and it is to get leads for your business. That is the whole point of having a website. Is the number one thing is to get leads. Now obviously I got 3 things here I'm going to cover with you, but like what we're talking about here is when you have a website, you want it to be optimized to convert traffic into leads. And I'll talk to you why here in just a moment. Because a lot of people might be like a Nancy and go out there and say, oh, I don't want just leads, I want qualified leads. You get quality from quantity. And if somebody's reaching your website, it's because they found you for some reason. And so if they land on your website, you want their information, even if they're a bad lead, because you never know who is bad or good until they're in your system and you talk to them. So don't be stupid. All right. So look, the 3 main reasons why we want to have a website. Number 1 is to be found. We want to be found. We need to let people know that we're in business. It's the same as like if I were to just show up to a farmer's market, I would make sales. But if I never showed up to the farmer's market, I would never make sales. People need to know that you are in business. And so having a website is allowing you to be found when people search for a need, right? And so that typically revolves around optimizing every single page of yours with SEO, which is search engine optimization. What does that mean? If I go to Google and I type in a question, I want answers to that question. The company who has the best wording on their website to answer this question is going to get recommended by Google. So we want to write SEO optimized content on our page to help us be found. We continue this with blogging, right? So if we want to be found, we would then write articles. We would go to Google and we would type in, the top questions that are being asked in my niche. And then I'm going to start writing articles about that. The second reason is to show your customers that you are a real company, that you are a trustworthy company. And the reason why is because people do business with whom they believe that they can trust. And so if they go to your website and they see the owner has pictures of his face on the website, maybe pictures of his family or her family on the website, maybe videos of the office and their families. Taking the non-human element of a business, which is transactional relationship, you pay me, I do this. Remove that to the side and allow your website to show that you guys are real people. The third reason that we have a website is to capture leads. And if you're smart, you'll understand you can't get leads unless you're found, and you can't get leads unless you're trusted. The very basic understanding of you need leads to do anything comes from traffic being converted into a list. That list, all you need is a name, a number, and an email. With a name, number, and email, you can then work on qualifying them on the back end. And who knows, maybe lead A is a bad lead for offer B, but lead A is a good lead for offer C. So you don't know who's going to be the buyer to your, there is no guarantee of how qualified that form is that person will buy from you. There's no guarantee. But what there is a good guarantee is that you can convert lead traffic into leads and then build systems that just nurture and qualify those leads on a long-term basis. The game of football, Vince Lombardi talked about, is a game of inches, and it is the long game that you play. You fight for inches and you play for the long game. And I think business is the same. It is a sport that you must participate in. You must be willing to fight for those inches and stay in it the longest. The guys at the top of the food chain are going to die, and that wealth must be transferred, and it will only be transferred to those who have stood in their position and they waited and they were patient and they worked and they fought for the inches, right? And then you need to get their name, number, and email. That's all that we want. And the point of the website is to give them enough reason to give us their name, number, and email. Because at the end of the day, what we want to do is we want to use systems to filter out the bad leads and squeeze max value from the quality ones. So the best way that I can break this down for you, we have our website, right? Here's the website. And the idea is that we want to funnel all the traffic that come here to this website. We want to funnel these guys into a simple form for their name, email, and number. And what's going to happen is we now have a list of every person who visited our website. And we have their email, we have their phone, and we have their name. And what we can do with this are multiple email campaigns to educate the buyer on who you are, what you do, what services, all the blogs that you write out there. Like very simply, if you just go to let's just say HVAC, for example, let's do Henderson HVAC. We scroll down, you see this right here. People also ask, how much should a 3-ton HVAC cost? That's an email, right? And so we can go down this list of why are HVAC units so expensive now? That's an email. Not only are these emails, but these can be turned into blogs for SEO purposes. But boom, look at that. This is a blog that this company wrote. And why? Because they want you to come here and click this information. And the reason why is this is a lead marketplace. So homeowners will look at this blog, click this, they're gonna qualify, collect that person's information, own the list, and then they'll send marketing material out there. And then if you're an HVAC company, you're buying leads from these guys to just do what I'm telling you to do. And you don't need to recreate the wheel. Look, the article is already written. just repurpose the article, put it on your site, and you will be found. Then what we can also do is we can take their phone number, and a lot of people would do SMS campaigns, but I would recommend it's called RVM. And this is a little bit different. It's called ringless voicemail. I don't know many companies that are even doing it. A lot of people don't talk about it, but I promise you this is way more effective and way more dominant than texting will ever be. So we have their email that we can blast them with daily emails to build raving fans. We have this system called the Money Tail system, and it's a way to make their lives better, and they appreciate the emails, and it generates raving community, raving fans. And then we use a system with ringless voicemail, where this gets us on the phone with the client very fast. We do 1,000 voicemails in a day. We're probably gonna get 50 phone calls. With those 50 phone calls, we're ready to pitch them on our offer. So they saw our website, they built trust with us because of the material, they gave us their information, we then sent them emails that were high quality and high value to their life. For example, on this, you see how this is like this, and then at the very bottom, it's gonna say, learn more. In my opinion, they made this very confusing. See, and a confused buyer buys nothing. This is actually terrible. This is trash. So here's an example here of what I'm talking about. This daily email is enjoyable to read and it provides a lot of value. And at the very end of it, I have a closing statement as to why this email matched up with why they should take action today. Here's why you should stop looking and start doing. Install this $1 million ringless voicemail system so you can start getting more clients in 30 days or less. No, this is not a silver bullet, but it is the closest thing you're ever going to get to one. Are you ready to start getting clients today? Click the blue button. Boom. Very simple. And all they got to do is click this button and then it goes to a calendar booking form, right? And so what I would have done here is only the blog, concluded it with a button that would have taken them to a lead form where we can get them actually serviced on their concern. Because the only reason why you write this is to get action out of somebody. Again, back to the whole point of a website. It is to be found, to be trusted, and to get action. And if we already have their information, then the next form of action would be book a call or schedule an appointment or do this maintenance check. But this is across the board of any website, any business, anything, period. If you need sales to make money, if you have a website, the whole purpose is to be found. The way that you get found is through SEO and blogging, by going through Google, finding the most frequently asked questions, and then writing articles and blogs about that, converting that into emails, because once somebody finds your stuff, they might only find one blog that you wrote because of that question that they had. But you have 50 other questions that you've already answered that they did not read on the blog, and they're not gonna go back to your blog. What they're gonna do is they're gonna open up your emails, and they're gonna read those other blogs in your emails, okay? And so we're gonna send emails once we have their information. We're gonna send ringless voicemails once we have their information. And the two of these combined, they're building more likeness and trust with you. And by the way, with these emails, you redirect them where? To your Facebook, to your YouTube, to your Instagram. You redirect them to these things, so now they can build more likeness, more trust. Now, let's talk about designing and building a website. First and foremost, you want to use your own photos because it just shows that you care and it shows that you can be trusted. The second part is we just want to focus to collect their information. So if it's your About Me page, you better have a good story about who you are and showing pictures of who you are. But if you can construct an About Me page written like a sales letter with SEO optimization that educates them on who you are but makes them want to be a part of your family, and then you give them a coupon or irresistible offer at the end, click this link, now you've just turned a regular website into a client getting website. And the whole point of a website is to be found, to be liked and trusted, and to convert a lead. And so to do that, we need to use our own photos, and then we need to use copywriting sales letter material that focuses on collecting their information. In order to do that, you can only have one idea per page. That's why that blog that I showed you, they had 6 options at the bottom of that. A confused buyer buys nothing. That was too confusing. You need one idea per page, and that idea, quite honestly, should be to give me your information. Click the link down below, get this irresistible offer for a name, number, and email. Convert that traffic, somebody who took the time to read your page, convert them into a lead, because they will read your emails, and they will read your voicemails, and they will call you back, and they will do business with you. It may not be today, but it will be in the next sometime in the future. At some point, They're gonna need your service. That's why they were looking up that question. That's how they found you, XYZ. So one idea, and in my opinion, the best idea is give me your name, number, and email, and I'll do all my sales and marketing fancy stuff on the back end where it's cheaper to just send emails and texts and ringless voicemails. To conclude, is to build yourself a massive list. Because with this massive list, if we've got 100,000 people on this list, all receiving emails daily, getting ringless voicemails going, so now you have calls coming in, you are gonna have an overabundance of lead flow, right? That's what this is. This is all lead flow. You're gonna have an overabundance of lead flow. So, with that being said, if you guys want to learn more about this ringless voicemail option, I promise you, it is something that will get you on the phone with your clients faster than anything. If you're a marketing agency, you need some, or if you're a B2B agency, if you're a home service agency, whatever it is that you do, if you need to get on the phone with people to make sales, ringless voicemail will 100% be the fastest way to do that, and it's the cheapest way to do it as well. And if you click the link down below this video, you can schedule a call. There's also going to be another link. It's called the No BS Guide on how to get clients in 30 days or less with ringless voicemail. There'll be a link down below. It's a completely free guide. You can click that. And then also, if you want to book a call because you want us to install it into your system for you and actually help you guys out with this stuff that we're talking about, getting more leads, converting that into traffic, and then ultimately customers, there's going to be a link down below as well from the description to book a call with me where we can talk more about that. It'll say here, calendar booking call. That's the whole idea. So hopefully this video was beneficial to you guys, and that's it. Peace.